Share why you think your story should be a series. Why do you think? Because you watch all of them.
Right.
You're like, no, you watch all of them.
Yeah, I see them all. Yeah.
So why do you think that this is something that people would watch and this would do well? Romeo.
Because my story is real. When I watch TV, I see some of the stuff they doing. It's so fake. It's something like you can look through. That's not reality. It's like, did you really, the stuff they see on TV, you'd have been in jail 1,000 years if you did that in broad daylight, or if you did this either, you know what I mean? And the game that I had, I was raised with those gangsters and thugs. They gave me a different kind of game, you know? And you don't hear about that type of stuff on TV. Only show I ever seen that gave you real game was The Wire. You know, I seen The Wire gave up some real game that really some true shit. You know what I mean? Like the 10 codes. And people don't even know what the 10 code is. You know what I mean? Like with the beepers. Like when you page, like everything adds to 10. Everything is coded. That if your number start with a 7, it's really 3, because 7 and 3 add to 10. If 5 is 5, 5 and 5 add to 10. 9 and 1 add to 10. We had, everything was coded when we was growing up. You know what I mean? So the shit we was doing, you know, but the shit on TV right now is bullshit. You know, 50 got some good stuff though. 50 got good writers. You know what I mean? But yeah, but my shit is real. You know, it's real, and you can Google it. You know, this shit really happened. You know, so. It's most of it. You can't. Some of it didn't really happen, but it's Googleable. I've seen so much. I got so many stories I've seen and so much stuff I've been through that people in the world didn't even know about them. I'll tell you about some stories they never even heard of that really happened. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm gonna leave that alone because I can't put no names and shit. But it's more reality. Mine's more reality. You know. And it's about a kid who didn't. It's about a kid that had a crazy upbringing, and I ain't supposed to turn out who I am right now. I'm supposed to be like the rest of my friends on death row or dead. You know what I mean? They drugged out. You know, so I ran to one of my guys today, and he was my home. It's a funny thing. My homie said, you know the guys be moving their mouth like that. He's eating an invisible sandwich. You know, he was like, I said he on drugs. He said he was eating an invisible sandwich because I see one of my guys that came out here and he came to see me and I could tell he's still getting high. He tried to hide it from me, but I could see it. You know, eating that invisible sandwich. But you know, my story's it's inspirational. You know, it's like a bad guy that went good, and then I came back, and I'm like the only. Even that's why Ian brought me to. Ian said, "Man, I seen you change so many guys' lives, man. You know what I mean? They watch me change lives, I did it out of the kindness of my heart. You know what I mean? Because I knew it was a different way. If I could change, anybody could change. Because I was that boy. I was that guy. You know what I mean?"
Can you talk about this? Because that was perfect. That was perfect. Because that explains why it should be a show.
Right.
Because it's authentic.
Right.
Can you talk about how? Because the thing that will make it different is that we don't hear a lot of blood stories. Most of the stories
about the Crips, yeah.
It's about Crips, large organization.
Right.
You don't hear about the Bloods, and the Bloods didn't even start out.
Right.
Look at the history of the Bloods.
Right.
It wasn't like what it became. Right.
Right.
So can you?
It's a fad now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too much, but yeah. Can you talk about how in the series, it's not necessarily about one or the other.
Right.
But it is about kind of exposing light on that gang culture and how you can change, because most of these series, they just get killed or go to prison.
Right.
So we're kind of showing there is
it's a way out. It's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Can you talk about that? And it's not necessarily focusing, even though we have not seen many productions that highlight Bloods.
Right.
It might be. I saw one documentary. Maybe.
Yeah. Talking about Bastard of the Party.
Yes.
Yes. That's Cleve.
There's one.
Yeah.
And maybe there's another we don't know about.
Yeah.
There's other one, but you would know.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know that it doesn't exist. So can you talk about the fact how this series? I'm gonna sum it up again. This series is, basically highlighting all of the LA gangs and
the Mexican gangs.
Like all of the gangs.
Yeah.
And how because you were basically running all of them.
Right.
You really didn't know.
Right.
But how there's redemption for all of them. Because I think a lot of times they push sides, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I read a lot of the YouTube, that's the gangster me.
Right.
I read a lot of the other interviews or a lot of different stories, and people are like, what's that? They're like, they are still in the comments repping, and I get it, but that's not what this is for. Because you're helping all gangs right now.
Right.
Not him, just, you know.
Yeah, I got Crips and Bloods working.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were all working for you. The Crips didn't even know they was working.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about that, how that's important in this series?
I'm really, it's hard to, because I thought I did that earlier, but I'm just, explain it to me again, please.
It's in this series you're not focusing, because most of the stories are blood stories.
Yeah.
So they're going to think this is a blood
No, it was Crip stories. Most of the stories are Crip stories.
No, about you.
Oh, about me.
Blood.
Right. Yes.
Blood stories.
Yes.
But this series is not, like, that's what most of them don't do.
Right.
I'm saying the series is not just about blood. It's talking about
The gang culture.
Gang
Yeah.
culture.
Right.
Right. You happen to be
Surviving it.
Yes.
Yes.
And there is a way out.
Right.
But I want you to talk about, you did talk about it earlier, but not in this sense. I need this bite. I need this to go into it, because they're going to be like, oh, this is, you know, people, they take sides. We need, you helping everybody right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, you know, but I just, I don't know, Kristy, how to.
You're doing it,
I
though.
know.
You're helping everybody.
I know, but I just want a better way for people, you know what I mean? I just want to show these guys, man, because I go to my neighborhood right now, man. I see the guys doing the same stuff they've been doing for 30 years, man, hanging out on the street corners, and you know, and I tell guys all the time, you don't have to do what I do. It's other things you can do, truck driving, you know what I mean? You know, the internet alone can find ways for you to change your life, you know. It's just that some of these guys feel there's no way. I call them stuck on Gilligan's Island. Because that's what they are. They're stuck on Gilligan's Island. Some guys never left Los Angeles or left their neighborhood, you know? So a lot of guys that I've trained and they went to different states and stuff like that, man, they love life now. They're like, man, I went to such and such, I worked in Puerto Rico, we worked in Hawaii and stuff like that, you know. So I don't know, I just like to, I'm just trying to give these guys a different way, you know. And these guys look up to me so much right now that I've done this, you know what I mean? They all want to train me, but it's not that easy to train guys who don't want to learn or don't want to listen, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do my best to give back, you know. I'm trying to give back, you know, man. Maybe like this show will show you that what I came through, I went through from a kid all the way to an adult, you know. And I still got a lot of life to live right now, you know, and a lot more things I want to do, you know, a lot more things I want to help to help more people, you know. But that's all. I'm just trying to help people. I'm trying to, like, when what's his name? Your boy, I forgot when he told me, he said, if you was to get your life together, what he say? I forgot the words he told me, but I said, I'm trying to help people. He was like, that's good. That's the first thing came out your mouth, was helping people, you know what I mean? I said, I don't want to do it for free, but I do want to, you know, but I want to help people. I just do, I got a kind heart. Like, I feed homeless people all the time, just random, you know. The lady at the gas station, I get gas every morning I go to work, she said, I'm going to start hanging out in front of the store myself, tell you I'm hungry. Because I go in there, like, I was at the grocery store the other day, and the black lady, she couldn't afford all her groceries. And I sat there, and I was really watching her before I stepped in, like, she really can't. She started putting stuff back. And I said, nah, just give her all that. I pay for that. I homeless people out there, I said, man, when you eat today? And he was like, nah, well, come on in here. I'm not buying you no liquor, no cigarettes or nothing. I'm not supporting habit, but I'm gonna feed you. You know what I mean? Like, I seen an old dude by a trash dumpster the other day and woke him up. Did you eat? No, come on. They didn't want to live in the store. They know who he is. I said, well, just tell me what you want. I go in and get it. You know, I got people that look at me crazy for doing that too. You know what I mean? But I just got a good heart now. You know, it's like most gangsters. I don't want to get emotional. Most gangsters are soft now. We old gangsters, we soft with doctor's cotton now. You know what I mean? Because we trying to balance them deeds. You know what I mean? We the nicest people in the world until you push that button. But that's how I tell these guys all the time. Real street guys don't want to be in the street no more. You know what I mean? And you could tell when these older guys still playing tough and all that, you not no real gangster. Because if you was, you'd have been trying to get away from that life. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the answer you wanted, but I'm just trying to help people and leave the planet, you know, with the good deeds behind me. I want to leave some type of legacy behind me. That's what I've done. So like right now, I know I changed a whole bunch of families. I know a lot of kids getting Christmases right now because of what I've done. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. This poem is called A Percentage. It's about role models. What is a role model? A role model is something I never had.
Pimps, pushers, gangsters, and killers is all I saw. And to you, that may seem kind of sad. But in all reality, it's really not. Because through the stories of their eyes, I've learned a lot. You see, to you, I'm a product of my environment. But to me, it's my ghetto badges of unseen enlightenment. Because I was taught to maintain life in the concrete jungle of a hungry predator's establishment, where survival skills is very best. That's why any obstacle I surpass the test and overcome the rest. Why? Because the lion den was my nest. So again, I asked, what is a role model? Because for me, I had none. The black sheep of my family done begot the wish son. Pimps, ballers, killers, conmen, thieves, and murderers taught me my scholar's lesson. That's why my heart is black, cold, remorseless, filled with hatred and aggression. And maybe the things I done, the things I saw, they had my heart cold as ice, and only God can thaw.